Hello, beautiful people, lovers of African football and lovers of football in general. Welcome to the channel once again, African Football Fan TV. We always talk all things African football, from the national team side to the club side, players playing abroad and the ones playing locally, and all things African football. And on today's show, we'll be taking a look at the just concluded presidential election of the Federation of Ivory Coast Football, and the quarterfinals of the Caf Champions League and the Caf Confederation Cup was concluded this week, and we're going to give you how it went on and which team has qualified for the semi-final. And we have a new champion in the Zambian Premier League, and we're going to give you that also and a lot more in today's African Weekend Review show. And thanks to the management and staff of Grand Star Hotel who is giving us this beautiful place where we are actually doing this video. Grand Star Hotel is located at Accra and somewhere in Bochwe in Accra city of Ghana. You can check them out on Google. Also just type Grand Star Hotel. It's going to pop up on Google. I think I'll leave a description. I'll leave a link in the description below where you can locate Grand Star Hotel. And a very big thank you to you, for those of you who have subscribed to this channel, for those of you who are viewing this channel. I really appreciate your support to this channel, and without your support I don't think I will be here doing any other video. And those who haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell to keep you up to date with content of this channel. So without wasting much of your time, first stop is the Burkina Faso Premier League, and with just 4 matches remaining in the Burkina Faso Premier League, we just see 3 points separating the first 4 teams there. The league is shaping up very intense league as it stands. Top of the table, previously Kadiogo was head to a goalless draw by ASFA this weekend. ASFA sits in the 7th position in the league, so that made Kadiogo drop to the 3rd spot, while we saw ASF Yenega and Majestic and also Etu Falanti all winning this week, and Falanti now sits 2nd while ASF Yenega sits on the 1st spot, and Majestic are now on same point with Kadiogo. Wow, this league, we don't know who's going to win this league, and keeping fingers crossed, we're giving you a review how it goes on this league. And also moving on, we have a new champion in the Zambia Super League. This weekend we saw a new champion in the Zambia Super League, where Red Arrows have been crowned champions of the 2021-2022 seasons of the Zambia Super League. Red Arrows defeated Shambishi 4-1 on this week set of matches to be crowned champion, and defending champions Zesco United were head to a goalless draw, and Red Arrow only needed to match the results of Zesco United, but they went on to win 4-1, and that saw them being crowned champions of this season, Zambia Super League. Congratulations to Red Arrows. And moving on now is the review of the Coupe du President of Burundi quarterfinal match, second leg, which was played over the weekend, where we saw Dynamic defeating Bumamura by 2-0. Musungati versus Flambeur de Central ended in a 2-0 win for Flambeur de Central. Wow, that's a very important win for Flambeur de Central after playing a 1-1 draw at home. They went away to beat Musungati by 2-0. Rukenzo and Eglionio ended in a 2-1 win for Rukenzo against Eglionio. Eglionio won the first leg by 5-0. Bunjumbura ended in a 2-1 win against Le Crocos. And Bunjumbura ended in a 2-1 win for Bunjumbura. I tell you, this is one of the most fierce tournaments in the Burundi league, in Burundi football. And now we have the semi-final, and the semi-final now we see Bunjumbura will be playing the Bumamuru in the first leg of the semi-final, and also Flambeur de Central will be playing Eglionio, who won their first leg 5-0 in the quarterfinal. So there you have it, guys, the semi-final draw is out in the Coupe President of Burundi 2022. And moving on to the revelation which we had this week in the Ghana Premier League. The referee from the Ghana Premier League this week, Kennedy Party, over the weekend reviewed that he has been having problem with his manhood and has had it difficult to have an erection since after the match between Accra Hearts of Oak and Ashanti Kotoko. If you remember vividly, Kenny Paddy was the referee who gave Ashanti Kotoko a very controversial penalty in the match between Ashanti Kotoko and Accra Hearts of Oak. And this is actually really disturbing for the Ghana football, and causing a lot of chaos in the Ghana football currently. Kenny Paddy also went on to say he has been having sleepless nights and severe headache, horrific nightmares, and is calling for help. And this is what we have been saying in the African football. I don't really have much to say in regards to this situation, so we'll just let the Ghana FA deal on this situation and see how they can resolve the issue. And for all of us here as African Football Fan TV, we're wishing you, Kenny Paddy, a speedy recovery, and hopefully all things can return back to normal. And moving on to newswave from the African continent, as we saw over the weekend where the African Cup of Nations qualifier draws was made. The draw comprises of 12 groups. Wow, 12 groups. And the first two teams are going to qualify as a group winner, and the runners-up from each group to the main event proper, which will be held in Ivory Coast. Yeah, Ivory Coast will be hosting this the next AFCON tournament that will be 2023. And because of time, we're not going to be able to give you a thorough breakdown on this group, but with subsequent time, I'm going to give you a review on just the qualifiers of the AFCON tournament, and wishing Ivory Coast all the best as they host this year's tournament. Moving on to the Burkina Faso football, where this weekend a new coach was appointed to run the affairs of the national football team in the person of Frenchman Veloud Hubert. Hubert is actually the former coach of Sudan and Togo. The sacked former coach Kamumalo, who took them to the semi-final of the AFCON, was given a sack later a few weeks ago, and a new coach has been appointed in the person of Hubert Veloud. Wow. Nothing much to say from there, but I find it so disrespectful for Kamumalo, who took them to the semi-final, being rewarded with a sack later. Now we're moving on to Nigeria football. Yes, Nigeria will be having a representative at all European semi-final football for the first time in your history. From the Europa League, we have Kelechi Iheanacho, Wilfred Ndidi, and Ademola Lookman, who plays for Leicester. And from the Europa League, we have Kevin Bassey, Leon Balogun, and Joe Aribo, who plays for Rangers. Yeah, they all play for Rangers in the Scottish football. And from the Champions League, we have our giant killer, Samuel Chukwueze, who scored that decisive goal to see Villarreal eliminate Bayern Munich from this year's Champions League. And Samuel Chukwueze will be representing Nigeria in this year's European Champions League. From all of us here, we say congratulations to Nigeria football. And we move on to the Confederation of Ivory Coast Football. The Federation of Ivory Coast Football this week elected a new president to run the affairs of the country in the person of businessman Yassine Idriss Diallo. Former captain and player Didier Drogba was eliminated in the first round of voting, while leaving on Sour Diabieti and Yassine Diallo to go head-to-head in the final round of the voting. And Yassine Idriss Diallo won the election by a small margin, by 63 to 61. A very big congratulations for Yassine Idriss Diallo and the people of Ivory Coast football, and we wish your reign a success from all of us here in African Football Fan TV. And good news. This weekend, Didier Drogba was inducted into the Premier League Hall of Fame. The Premier League Hall of Fame is the highest award given to players who have done well for the English leagues since it changed to the Premier League in 1992. So Didier Drogba, congratulations for becoming one of the inductees into this Hall of Fame. And without wasting much of your time, we go to the Caf Champions League and the Caf Confederation League quarterfinal match, which was run up over this weekend. And from the Caf Champions League, we have Raja Casablanca of Ali. They played at a 1-1 draw in the second leg. No, the first leg ended in the 2-1 win for Ali, and Ali qualified on a 3-2 aggregate. Ali are now through to the semi-final. And from the second match, we have Wadad and CR Beladad. That match ended in a goalless draw from the second leg, and the first leg ended in a 1-0 win for Wadad. Wadad, who I'm tipping to win this year's Caf Champions League, qualified on the 1-0. Excuse me. Qualified on a 1-0 aggregate. So Wadad are through to the semi-finals of this year's Caf Champions League. And Experience Tunis versus ES Setif ended in a 1-0 choking win for ES Setif. Wow. Setif are through to the Champions League semi-final for the first time in their history. Very, very shocking results for all of us lovers of African football. So ES Setif are through to this year's Caf Champions League semi-final. Mamelodi Sundowns and Petro Atletico ended in a 1-1 draw during 90 minutes. Wow, and Petro Atletico qualified on the away goals rule by Petro Atletico after winning the first match 2-1, qualified with a 3-2 aggregate. So Mamelodi Sundowns of South Africa, we are knocked out of this year's Champions League, and Petro Atletico of Angola are through to this year's semi-final of the Caf Champions League. And we have the semi-final, which will be played on the 7th of March. As it stands, Ali of Egypt will play AS Setif of Algeria in the first semi-final, while we have Wadad of Morocco against Petro Atletico of Angola in the second semi-final. These matches will be played. The first leg will play on the 7th of May in 2022. And yes, without wasting much of your time, we move now to the Caf Confederation Cup quarterfinal second leg, which was played over the weekend. And the match between Burkina and Ivory, that match ended in a 1-0 win for Burkina, and aggregate was 2-2, and Burkina qualified on the away goal rule. The away goal rule saw Burkina qualifying for this year's Caf Confederation Cup semi-final. And the second match between TP Mozambique and Pyramid of Egypt, so TP Mozambique winning that match by 2-0. The first leg ended in a goalless draw, while TP Mozambique took Pyramid to the home in the DRC and defeated them by 2-0. So Mozambique are through to this year's semi-final of the Caf Confederation Cup. Now we move on to the match between Orlando Pirates versus Simba of Tanzania. That match ended in a 1-0 win for Orlando Pirates. Orlando Pirates scoring in the 68th minute to make the match end at a 1-1 aggregate after extra time. And the match went to the penalty shootout, where we saw Richard Ofori, the Ghanaian international, becoming the hero, saving 2 penalties and scoring the winning penalty. They won the penalty by 4-3. So Orlando Pirates of South Africa are through to this year's Caf Confederation Cup semi-final. And the last match from the Caf Confederation Cup is the match between Ali Tripoli and El Ittihad. That match ended in a 1-0 win for Ali Tripoli, that saw them qualify for this year's Caf Confederation Cup semi-final. Having played the first leg goalless at the home of El Ittihad, won the second leg by 1-0 and qualified by 1 to the semi. And there you have it, guys. The semi-final has been drawn, where we can see Ali Tripoli of Libya is going to take on Orlando Pirates of South Africa, and TP Mozambique of the Democratic Republic of Congo are going to take up Burkina of Morocco. And these matches will be played on the 8th of May 2022. And we move now to the world stage now, where we can take a review at the African players, how they did in the various clubs in the top 5 league abroad. First on the stop is German Bundesliga, where we saw this weekend Freiburg versus Borussia Mönchengladbach. That match ended in a 3-3 draw, but our own star, the Algerian international, Rami Benzimbiani, scoring in that match, and that match ended in a 3-3 draw, and Freiburg only took 1 point from that match. And the next match is the match between Hector Berlin versus Stuttgart. Hector Berlin versus Stuttgart ended in a 2-0 win for Hector Berlin, where our own Algerian international Ishak Belfoudi scoring in that match to give them a prize 3 points to move them 4 points above the relegation though. So congratulations to our players from the Bundesliga and the person of Rami Benzibiani and Ishak Belfoudi, who were on the score sheet for the club Freiburg and Hector Berlin respectively. Then we move now to the French League 1. The French League 1 this weekend we saw Saint-Etienne versus Monaco. That match ended in a 4-1 thrashing for Saint-Etienne at home to Monaco. The consolation goal for Saint-Etienne was scored by own veteran Wabib Kadri, the Tunisian captain and Tunisian international, scored the consolation goal for Saint-Etienne in that match. Things are not looking so well for Saint-Etienne in the French League 1. We hope they don't go to relegation. And the next match is the match between Lyon versus Montpellier. Where this weekend we saw our own Toku Ikambe. Toku Ikambe has been on the score sheet 3 consecutive weeks now, scoring that match. He won that match by 5 goals to 2. If you don't know Toku Ikambe is Cameroon international. He scored one of the goals in that match to give them a 5-2 winning against Montpellier. And the next match on review is a match between Nantes and Bordeaux. Nantes and Bordeaux ended in a 5-3 win for Nantes, where we saw a lot of African players on the score sheets. Mbiani Yang of Senegal gave Bordeaux the lead in the 6th minute of play before Khalifa Koulibaly, the Malian international, equalized in that match. And went on to score 2 goals in that match. Simon Moses, the Nigerian international, also was on the score sheet, and Osman Bukari of Ghana was also on the score sheet. And that match ended in a 5-3 win for Nantes. The next match we'll be talking is the match between Metz and Brest. That match ended in a 1-0 win for Brest. Brest won away to Metz. Youssef Biali scored the only goal in that match to give them a priceless 3 points. And the next match is the match between Clermont versus Angers. That match ended in a 2-2 draw, but we saw our own African international scoring that match. Ismail Traore of Ivory Coast scored for Angers, while Mohamed Bayo, the Guinean international, scored for Clermont in that match. And the next match is the match between Rennes and Lorient. That match ended in a 5-0 thrashing for Lorient. Lorient were defeated by 5 goals to nothing, and we saw our international Ahmed Amari Traore, the Malian international who plays for Rennes, on the score sheet in that match. And from the Italian Serie A, we have our own Isaac Success, the Nigerian international, scoring in that match to give Bologna Udinese a priceless point in that match. They both are the mid-table teams. That match ended in a 2-2 draw, and Isaac Success, the Nigerian international, was on the score sheet. And moving on to the Spanish La Liga, nothing to report from the Spanish La Liga, as no African player was on the score sheet this week in the Spanish La Liga. And we move now to the almighty English Premiership League, where this weekend we saw Manchester City defeated Watford by 5 goals to 1. Wow, 5 goals to 1. This is a comprehensive winning for Manchester City, who are trying to win the league back to back. But our own Ivory Coast international Assini Kamari was on the score sheet to give Watford the consolation goal, which was assisted by Emmanuel Dennis of Nigeria. And there you have it, guys. The review from the top 5 league abroad on African players, how they did over the weekend. And we are moving on to our African highlight of the week. And our African highlight of the week goes to our own superstar, Ivory Coast international, former captain in the person of Didier Drogba. Didier Drogba this weekend was inducted into the English Premier League Hall of Famers as one of the players who did well during their time in the English Premier League. So congratulations to Didier Drogba for his award this weekend. Now we move on to the most exciting segment of the week. Here we crown our African Football Fan TV Player of the Week in no other person than Richard Ivory. Richard Ivory this week has been crowned our African Football Player of the Week. Richard Ivory is a goalkeeper who plays for Orlando Pirates of South Africa. Richard Ivory, the Ghanaian international goalkeeper, was the hero in that match and saved 2 penalties and scoring the winning penalty to give them a 4-3 win and see Orlando Pirates moving on to this year's Champions League semi-final. Richard Ivory, congratulations. And there you have it, guys. That's all we have for you today on this week African Weekend Football Review Show. And for those of you who haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. If you find this video interesting, click on the like button, your notification bell to keep you up to date with content of this channel. And I'd like to ask a question. Who do you think is the greatest African football player ever? Is it Didier Drogba, Samuel Eto'o, JJ Okocha, Mustafa Hadji? Who do you think? I would like to hear your views on the comment section. I'll be there to reply to your comment. And before we go, we'll say a very big thank you to the management and staff of Grand Star Hotel who's giving us a beautiful place where we're doing this video currently. And Grand Star Hotel is located in Accra, city of Ghana. So check on Google, you see them there. So till I come your way again, I say a very big thank you and stay safe. God bless you.